Raffaella is probably one of the very best producers I've ever known.
Oh, she was very knowledgeable and very efficient. You know, she'd been born in a film studio almost, and she just went along with the run of things, and she was very efficient, and a great friend and of all the unit.
That was the thing about any film on which you worked that has Raffaella with you. There was the greatest camaraderie in the world. There really and truly was. She is an astonishing person. She really is. And people will work their guts off because she's doing the same thing. She never expects anyone to do anything that she won't do herself.
I think when you're young, ignorance of sometimes make you achieve greatness because you just don't know any better, and so you say, okay, well, so sure, I'll produce Dune. I want to produce Dune. Then, it's only 10 years later that I found out that no woman had ever produced before Dune any movie that the budget was over $5 million. I had no idea.
The first time I met Dino was at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and I went to the bungalow, and Dino came to the door, and he was eating pasta or something. He was having a late meal or an early dinner, perhaps, and he had a little pasta there, so I stuck around, and I felt bad for disturbing him, but and I could tell the person I was with was a little nervous, but he was very generous. He said, come in, in his great voice he's got. Sit down, So I sit down on the couch, and he asks me like 3 questions, two of which I can remember, which were, how old you are? And I said, at that time I was 22. He said, and he said something about, you cut your hair, or something like that. I said, well, whatever you need, And he sort of stared at me for a while. There was another question I can't even remember because it was just really very surreal. And he said, okay. And he got up, and that was it.